So I'll join from my phone.
Acha. Okay. Start. Yes, somebody can start with the introduction and prayer and all that. Shriram, you only can start. It's okay. Because you're already recording.
Yes. Hari Om everyone.
Hari Om.
Hari Om Guruji. So let us start with the prayer. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Akhandamandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sadashivasamaramбhaं Shankaracharya-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru-paramparam Narayana-samarambhaಂ Shankaracharya-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru-paramparam Shruti-smriti-purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat-padam Shankaram Lokashankaram Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityorukshiyamamritat. Hari Om everyone. Purnima ji, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Shriram.
Okay, so do we...
Yes, just tell us what today's session is all about and appoint a timer. Yes.
Yeah.
We can start.
So, welcome everyone to today's panel discussion on the Mahavakyas. So today's session is a little unique, different from our previous sessions. So there are a couple of questions that have been shared earlier. So the idea is each one will answer each question taking about 2 minutes or so. And then there will be one wildcard question. So on the spot, a situation will be given or something like that will be given. And you are supposed to come up with an answer, how you will respond to it or what your thoughts are on that. So this is the format for today. And I welcome Guruji who will be presiding over today's session. So I hope we can have feedback on the spot maybe, and if there's any mistakes to be corrected and all those things. So welcome Guruji. So let me just get the questions.
Timer, somebody can keep time, or will the speakers themselves keep time? 2 minutes.
I can keep the time, that's not a problem.
Done.
Just give me one moment.
Sure.
Okay, so the first question we'll discuss is to get an introduction and an understanding of all the Mahavakyas. So the question to the panel members here is, if you are asked to choose one Mahavakya as your favorite, which one would you choose and why? So which of the four or more, whichever you prefer to consider as a favorite Mahavakya resonates with you the most and helps you connect with yourself the most, and you apply in your day-to-day life. So, which is this one that you would choose? So, maybe we can. Are there any volunteers or others? I'll pick someone.
I can go ahead.
Sorry, who is this?
This is Padmaja here.
Padmajaji, yes, Hari Om, please.
Hi. Ayom. So my favorite Mahavakya, so before we actually go into the favorite one, I think Mahavakyas are the ultimate, sentences which have been picked up from different kind of Vedas. So my favorite Mahavakya is Tattvamasi. Tattvamasi means you are that. You know. Now the question again is that why is it my favorite? Okay, it has been picked up from Chandogya Upanishad, chapter 6 from Samaveda, where Rishi Uddalaka Aruni is actually talks to his son Shvetaketu. So Tattvamasi is, if we look at it, all the Mahavakyas point to the basic truth which says the oneness of Jivatma with the Paramatma. That is the basic ultimate truth that is telling about each and every Mahavakya you're doing. Why Tattvamasi is my favorite is because of Purnima. With the Bhagavad Gita classes, it all talks about the Tattvamasi. The first 6 chapters, the second, next 6, and the third, all the 18 chapters are all about, Tat Tvam Asi. It all talks about that. And we have already done one round of Bhagavad Gita. The second round is going on. So, so being with that truth is something that is staying. It says that, we as a Jivatma, if you have to know our real nature, we are the one with the Paramatma. I am no different from the ultimate truth. So there is a oneness over there. So once there is no separation and so we are connected with that infinite consciousness. So when you are with that truth, when you feel that Tattvamasi over there, kind of we know, we realize that ultimate truth. So this Tattvamasi is my favorite Mahavakya. I think I'm okay with the timer, Sriram.
Yes, Padmajaji, it was perfectly on time. Okay.
So should I ask questions now, or what do you do? What is my role?
If you have any questions, you can ask, definitely.
It should
So
be an
Padma,
easy one.
yeah, very simple. So when did you hear Tattvamasi first time? And before that and after that, what is the difference in your life?
Once we understand the truth that we are that, and you realize that you are no longer that individual, you are who is connected only to that body, that mind and intellect, and you feel that it gives you an empowerment within self. And over a period of time, the more you sink into this ultimate truth, over a period of time, I could feel a lot of changes. There's a huge difference. It's not just a small difference. So there's a huge difference which it is unexplainable, in just one or two words kind of thing. So it is that there is some that kind of a connection. It's not that I'm just telling some kind of a concept, or I've read it in the book and then I'm just telling it. But yes, there is a lot.
When did you hear Tattvamasi first time in your life?
I think that was when we started on this Bhagavad Gita classes. That was 2021, right, Purnima? 2021 or 22?
Okay.
So
Before that, how was your life? Is there a significant difference, or it's just a marginal?
I think it's a significant difference I could feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Padmaja.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you so much.
Anyone else has any other questions?
This is going to be a long round, so I think we'll keep it to a minimum right now before,
Yes. So we'll go to the next participant.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll
Maybe,
go for
maybe Mamtaji?
yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, yes. You're audible.
Yeah. My favorite Mahavakya is Aham Brahmasmi. And Mahavakyas is something which gives the whole truth in just one gist. Like when we give a talk or we are preparing for something, we have some, in short, we just write down that this is the thing which I have to talk. Something like that. When I see those notes and all, that's what Aham Brahmasmi also comes like that. Mahavakyas like that only. That one thing will tell you the whole thing. That's what Mahavakyas are all about. And this Aham Brahmasmi comes from this Upanishad, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. And why is it my favorite? Because for me, it is like hitting the nail. You are that, that's it. That's what it's telling about, that I am the one, I am that Brahman. There's no other confusions over there. That's what it talks about. And Aham Brahmasmi, why is more the favorite of mine is one, it tells about my own self, which is nearest to me. And second thing, every time when we do meditation and all, Guruji also tells us, go to the Sahasrara and have that thought, Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. So as I've been doing that one, it seems to be sinking to me, even interior, into me very deeply also, and I get more connected with that word, Aham Brahmasmi. So, and that makes me feel more comfortable, because it gives me a sense that I am that Brahman rather than any other. There are many Mahavakyas, but this one seems to be very close to me, and it tells me my real nature. And by contemplating on that one and being in that one, and as Guruji says that you are Brahman and you have to contemplate and you have your Sahasrara in there and have that thought over there, it seems to be more sinking to me, and I seem to be going to that thing. It's very easy for me in that particular Mahavakya. I'm able to go into that thing more comfortably. So that's all about this thing. Aham Brahmasmi.
So life is a Brahma or illusion. How can you still say Aham Brahmasmi when you interact with life? How it will help you?
It's not, it was Brahma. It was a Brahma before my marriage. I didn't know about this Brahma and Brahman and all those things. I just knew that there was one Brahma, that was the Chaturmukha Brahma only I knew. I didn't know there was something beyond that one. And only after marriage, I slowly, I started, my husband, that's Prabhuji, started interacting, and he started slowly taking it step by step. And as students came, and as the students started questioning all those things, slowly started sinking to me that there is something called Brahma, there's something called Brahma, and there's something called Brahman also. And you are that Brahman. That's what I came to know about all these things after marriage only. And what was the next question you asked? How do you interact? How do you deal with life?
Yeah.
Yeah, once you understand it and contemplate it and be in that thing, then you see that the whole what is happening around you is like a leela or a drama over there, and you just participate in the drama and enjoy. Whatever is your role, just do it. That's it. That's what I understand, and I think I'm doing that also. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mamtaji. Maybe Anupamaji? Anupamaji, are you there?
Yeah. Hari
Yeah.
Om all.
Yes, your favorite Mahavakya.
Yeah, my favorite Mahavakya is Prajnanam Brahma. Why? Because all other Mahavakyas like Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi, or Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma, everything says Brahman, Brahman, you are that and all. Only this Mahavakya says Prajnanam Brahma, consciousness is Brahman. And as Guruji says, no, conscious is nobody wants to come and say that you have consciousness. It is evident. Consciousness, nobody want to prove that I am conscious. So I have the proof. So that gives some uniqueness to this Mahakavya, as I felt that. And as I stated earlier, only from this point I was able to understand Tattvamasi, because in every session Guruji says Tattvamasi, Tattvamasi, Tattvamasi. But what is this Tat? That investigation and that understanding came to me only through this Prajnanam Brahma. Only this is explained. I don't need any proof for this consciousness. No, from there only I was able to understand other Mahavakyas. So that is my favorite Mahavakya.
Very good, Anupama. Very nice. Your name is Anupama. How is it connected to Pradnanam Brahma?
So Upama is Anupama. There is no example. It means it itself says that ultimate. There is no example for that. So in that way, that name leads to Brahman only.
Anupama means Brahman only. So you have somebody, your parents are wise parents. They have given a right name for you. Very good. So now, understanding Pradhana Brahma, how does your life changes? Is there a change in your circumstance? Is there change? What's change you see noticed in your life?
Before this understanding, I am completely a society child. Now there is an understanding, and there is a difference in the way I am living in each circumstances as a divine child.
Very good. Wonderful, Anupama. So your name itself is Brahman only. Did your parents know this?
I don't know, Guruji.
Okay, very nice.
Thank you so much, Anupamaji. Maybe Gayatri ji? Are you there?
Hari Om all.
Yes, your favorite Mahavakya, and how does it help you in your meditation or self-inquiry, or why is it your favorite?
I think from day one, the first time when I heard Aham Brahmasmi from Guruji, to give the source, it's from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Yajurveda. So it sounded good because it felt very great and nice. Okay, I am Brahman. So even though that Aham Brahmasmi, even the Adi Shankaracharya, said that Aham is not your individual ego, it's a universal Aham. It's the Paramatma, not the Jivatma, when you say Aham Brahmasmi. But since I was not so clear about that Aham, when he first told me Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman, I felt very good. And it gave a kind of inner strength, even though I didn't understand the depth of that. So for first time, somebody, told me that, okay, you are just this, or you are not this, you are not as great as that, or instead of that, first time I heard somebody telling me that you are Brahman. So that somehow got fixed in my mind, and this became my, and also it's a very simple statement, Aham Brahmasmi, to understand for a layman. Whereas the other ones like I am Atma Brahma, Prajnanam Brahma were very complex for me at that point of time. So this was easy to think about it or contemplate it, or even for to hold on to in the Nididhyasana, which I didn't do much. So, and yes, coming to the theory part of it, this is the fundamental declarations of Advaita Vedanta, and also directly it's expressing the oneness of Jivatma and Paramatma. Of course, there was never a Jivatma, but for the seeker, yes, it helps in understanding the unity of Jivatma and Paramatma. So it is a very profound and uh, uh, it has a lot of depth if we just hold on to this one Mahavakya, and one can get liberated. So, and also Aham Brahmasmi is closely, I would say, connected with Ramana Maharshi's self-inquiry path also. In fact, Ramana Maharshi's self-inquiry path, we can call it as a how to guide or a user instruction thing to realize Aham Brahmasmi. When you go through that self-inquiry, who am I thing, you will ultimately, end up in realization of Aham Brahmasmi, because that who am I, that whole process is a systematic elimination of all the, what should I say, all the false layers. And finally, what remains is the pure I. So that way, you can relate Aham Brahmasmi with the self-inquiry also, which helps in meditation and contemplation. So I think that is what I can say.
Very good, Gayatri. Wonderful. Very nice explanation of Aham Brahmasmi. How does Brahma go? Illusion go? And where is the illusion? Brahman has the illusion, you mean? Who has the illusion? And why how the illusion will go?
So from the Gnani point of view, there was never an illusion, for sure. There is no Brahma, there was always Brahman. But from the seeker point of view, or the Adnani point of view, there is an illusory entity which is trying to, find out, or, connect or unite with that supreme entity. So I think when when that realizes, when you recognize, I mean, there are many prakriyas to understand that, but in simple way, when we understand that Brahman alone is there, I think Brahma drops. Exactly, don't know how to say that.
Very good, Gayatri.
What is your answer for that?
Brahma was never there. We think it is there, like a dream.
Yeah.
Brahma has no place at all.
But the whole show is run by the Brahma.
Very nice. Next, please.
Thank you so much. Kamalaji?
My favorite
Kamalaji?
You
Hari
hear
Om.
me?
Yes. Hari Om.
Yeah. So my favorite. So the first time I saw Tatvamasi only in Ayyappa temples.
So at that time, I was not understanding the meaning of what Tattvamasi means. But so how I grow was like, as Guruji says, Tattvamasi is a human being. We always focus upon the human part, which is a material matter. I am completely into a societal child, like I am born to so and so family. I'm closely associated with my body, with the roles I play, with the achievements I earned, all those things. And finally, um, I was undergoing both the stress, depression, and also the happiness. It was in the two extremes, right? I was not able to balance it. But when Guruji told the correct meaning that you are closely associated because you associate yourself with the body, and that is why all this stress and all those things are come. You understand who is your own true nature. No one understand that. Then I slowly started contemplating, and finally understood that you are that, like through the meditation also. That is a different question. I can explain that. So that is why I relate. So usually, before meeting Guruji and all those things, when I have some issues or something, I would go and talk to, tell something to in front of idol. And at that time, whatever comfort or consoleness I get, I started thinking my individual self and that Krishna as separate entities. But after knowing the meaning of Tattvamasi, I understood that that is not a separate entity. It is there inside you only, and you and that are one and the same. So that's why Tattvamasi is my favorite.
Very wonderful, Kamala. What is inside you means what? Which is you?
Guruji, there is no separate. See, you told me that a divine child, separate and societal child, right? Always I was focusing only on the societal child part only. I never knew there is a divine child inside. So I understood that the divine child is my true nature. Right?
So, I and divine child, there are two things.
No, that's the
No.
same.
Okay, very nice. What do you mean by Kamala, and how is it related to this divine child?
Guruji, I know Kamala as lotus only. Kamala is a flower which is, though it is inside the muddy pond, it it is not sticking to it, and it is separate from that. It always be clean and clear from that muddy pond. So in the same way, I should also grow completely separate from my material this thing, and reach that realization part.
You should not separate out. You should Kamala, lotus is in the mud, but still it's
Right.
not affected by mud. Lotus is in water, it's not affected by water. You don't have to separate out, run away anywhere. Okay. Kamala stands for enlightenment. Okay.
Wow.
So your father and mother have give such names, no? One is Anupama, another is Kamala. I don't know what your father and mother nannies, wives, and what is the other sister's name?
Is Purnima.
Purnima. Say all full enlightenment only. Kamala, Anupama, Purnima. Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Hari Om.
Thank you so much, Kamalaji. Is anyone left?
You are left.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
the 10th man. Okay. So, Hari Om. I think we had an amazing discussion about the practical applications of all the Mahavakyas. So I think the most number of votes went to Aham Brahmasmi, and even I have to give my vote to that only. So my favorite is Aham Brahmasmi because it is like many people said, it is the simplest, and at any point I can just remember Aham Brahmasmi, and there is immediately a calmness, a peace, a serenity at any point, whether I am stuck in some work, whether there is a dilemma, whether there is stress, at any point when I remember this teaching, Aham Brahmasmi and Nan Nanambuddha Nanalla, there is immediately a silence. So it is actually a twofold process. When I remember Aham Brahmasmi, the first question that comes to my mind is when I say Aham. So that immediately leads me to the source. So Aham, there is a self-inquiry that happens there automatically. So I think Aham Brahmasmi, and there is a self-inquiry of who am I. So who is this Aham? At the same time, there is a silence, and I know that is Brahman. So that immediately gives peace and silence, and it is the most practical to apply at any point, because there is no ambiguity about Aham. There is no ambiguity about myself and the presence, the witness, and that is the main reason. So even in meditation, if thoughts come up, I say Aham Brahmasmi, and there is silence again. So that is why this is my favorite and closest Mahavakya.
So from Aham, when Aham goes, Brahman only remains. That's the meaning of Aham Brahmasmi.
Yes.
So how can Aham go?
How can the Aham go?
Where can it go?
It was never there, is what I understand. When I think, so Aham is like a starting point, I can say.
Okay.
So the feeling of I am that I have, that is like a gateway to the silence.
Okay.
So after that, again, of course, it comes up again, but that is what I understand.
How is Sri Ram related to Aham Brahmasmi?
The name Sri Ram is, so Sri Ram is the consciousness, right? So he is Vishnu himself. So he is the operator, sustainer, and he himself manifests as Chidavasa. And Vishnu comes from Narayana, who is Brahman. So Sri Ram is the Chidavasa, and when Sri Ram tries to find Atma Rama, he finds Narayana, and that is Brahman.
So much. Wonderful.
Thank you. Okay, so that was a very nice QA as well as a discussion from all the members. We can move to the next question now. So there is we haven't really talked about Tattvamasi enough. It is a very, very important Mahavakya. It is the teaching given by the Guru to the Shishya. So he says Tattvamasi, and then Aham Brahmasmi comes. So let us have a little bit of discussion on Tattvamasi. So in the Chandogya Upanishad, in Chandogya Upanishad, sage Uddalaka explains Tattvamasi with 9 different examples. So clearly it cannot be stressed enough, right? So let us, each one of us, take up one example, and there should be no repetition. Okay, so we'll take up one example each and explain Tattvamasi like how Uddalaka explained to Shvetakir. So shall we go backwards? Maybe Kamalaji?
Okay. Hold.
Kamalaji? Sorry.
Can you hear me? Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
So what I am taking is a blindfold man. He will be lost in a remote place, and he will not be able to come back, and he will be asking for a help, and somebody will come, and he takes him to his home and removes his blindfold, and he realizes that he's happy that he got into his home. So what does this explains? Means blindfold, this man is an individual self, and the blindfold is like spiritual ignorance. It is avidya, And because of his avidya, he is getting lost into the material world. That remote place is known as the samsara, where he wanders here and there without aimlessly and confused. And when he seeks for help, somebody comes. He is a guru, and who has the knowledge, and because of his guidance and directions, he is taken to his home. So he leads him, and when he goes back home, he is happy to know that that is his home. So this home represents that the ultimate truth. So he then realizes that he did not go to a new place, but that is the that home is not a new place, but it is his own home. So it means the moment of enlightenment is not something new, but it is always existing in oneself. So when that blindfold is removed, he is able to see his home. So in that way, with the help of the guru, he is able to realize his own true nature. So this is the example I would like to.
Wonderful, Kamala. So, what is the meaning of getting lost in the forest?
That is samsara, Guruji. Like how
How
we
forest is
how I was always stressed and not knowing what to do next, always in a confused state of mind. That is how that remote place is like samsara.
Okay. So, if somebody removes the blindfold, immediately you'll be able to see the reality, or it'll take some time?
Yeah, slowly, Guruji. The moment, yeah, but when you see that, it will be that happiness is immediate, but to see that clearly, it takes time, right?
Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
Very good, Kamala.
Thank you so much, Kamalaji. Who is, I think, Gayatri ji? Yes.
Yeah. So one more example given in Chandogya Upanishad is, I think it's given in 6.16. So the father tells his son Shvetaketu that he takes the example of a man accused of a crime, and he's tested by holding a heated axe or a iron rod. So it is said that if the man is guilty, and then that hot axe will burn his hand, and if he is innocent, then he will be protected by the truth. And so what does this actually mean? So, I mean, this example is given to explain Tatvamasi. He says, like, this example explains that one who holds on to the truth is not, he's not affected by the suffering of the samsara, and he becomes free from the cycle of birth and death, and free from all the vasanas and impressions. Nothing affects him, nothing touches him. So that is what is being told here. So the man who knows that his true nature as Brahman, he is free from all the bonds of all the suffering of the material world.
Wonderful, Gayatri. There is a two part of the story. The king will punish the thief.
Yes, Guruji.
The king will punish the thief if his hand burns.
Yeah.
So there's what is the difference between the person whose hand didn't burn and whose hand burnt? What is the difference?
The one who is whose hand has burnt is covered by like here he is called a thief, criminal, which actually means that he identifies himself with the body, mind, intellect, takes ownership of the karma, and hence he has to take the fruits, accept the fruits of his action. Hence he is punished.
The thief has a double punishment. One is hand burns and he's put in jail also.
Yeah.
Okay. The one whose hand doesn't burn, he has no jail also.
Yeah, so that's what he's free from the cycle of birth and death. And also in this lifetime also he is free from all the suffering.
Jivan Mukti and Videha Mukti. Whereas a thief whose hand burns, he suffers in life and gets into the cycle of birth and death also. That's the second part of the meaning.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Wonderful, Gayatri.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anupamaji?
Another example given was the seed of a banyan tree. Our Yajnavalkya asked Shwetaketu to bring a seed of the banyan tree and ask him to cut it open. And when he cuts it open, what is there? He says there are many seeds in this big one, and can you take up one and open it? He'll say yes, I open. He'll see open. Okay, what do you see? He says nothing. I can see nothing. So he says, so there's a big banyan tree with lots of its aerial roots and canopy. This came from this. You said nothing. So there is some vital thing that is that cannot be seen in this small seed, which gives rise to this big tree. And you are that Shwetaketu. You cannot see that vital form that is all that same vital form is inside you, and you are that Shwetaketu, he says. So it is one of the examples where he says that Sat is you are that Sat.
Very nice, Anupama. What is this big banyan tree represents? And what is the subtle form of banyan tree represents?
Subtle form of banyan tree is the Brahman, Guruji. And the big banyan tree shows all the names and forms, all the roles we play, everything. Everything at the in the beginning, when we think of the samsara cycle, everything pops up during the birth and again vanishes.
What does seed represent? What seed represents? What does the seed represent?
Seed represents the the unmanifested Atman, the Brahman.
The seed is the Brahman. The subtle form of the tree is called Maya. Okay. Very nice. Wonderful.
Okay, great. Mamtaji, I think I didn't ask. Yeah, okay. Mamtaji, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yes. Any example from Chandogya Upanishad to explain Tattvamasi?
Yeah. So the question also comes like when one dreams, when one goes to sleep, still they don't realize that they have become one with the consciousness. So why doesn't one realize it? Is a question asked by the And the example given here is honeybees, which goes to various flowers to collect honey, and they put it in one place. Though the honey is collected from various flowers, like one is one nice flower and others from tamarind or any other things, various trees and all, it goes and collects. So the taste must be different. But when it comes to collected to one this thing, it gives a very sweet flavor. The taste is very, very nice over there. So through this example, he's telling that though there are various jivas over here, different types of people, different types of beings and all are there, behind all these things, there's only one consciousness. And that consciousness that's what he is trying to point out over here. This is one example given by father to his son.
So in our day-to-day experience, when we experience this experience of honey getting collected in the day-to-day experience?
Yeah, honey getting collected is
They all honey, different honey in different flower becomes one lump of honey. What happens? Which in day-to-day experience, when and how you have observed? Have you observed it?
yeah. Now when students of yours comes over here from various backgrounds, they come from various knowledge and they come and share some things and they are different thinking, different thought process and different way of explaining each things. They come from, that's what I see over here around you. But then when they come to you and pour it out and the silence which they get at the end of all the discussion and all, they go to the silence. They go with a happy smile in their face. So that is the ultimate which they get over there from here. That's why many of your students who say that when we come to your house, Guruji, we get so many peace, nothing bothers us and all. But the moment we go out of this house, step out of that main door, everything catches back to us. So though everything catches back to us, still they are able to deal with now with a better way because of the understanding and your presence and the support which you give to them. They know that now they can go and deal with that thing, though the things are there as it is, still they know they can deal with it in a more confident way. And even if they go, there's some up and down or something, they know there's something to support over them. And this is what happens when from different flowers that things comes over there. Different taste, like tamarind has got one taste, mango has got one taste, neem has got one taste. Similarly, people who come to you, they come from big different background and they pour out something over there. But then when it comes to you and gets collected, gets united with you, with your thought process, and the peace and the joy they feel over there, that is the honey which is there. And that's what I see over here. And that is what my daily life thing, I can relate this to this honeybee thing in this way.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Amazing. Yeah, amazing answer. Thank you so much. Very good. Padmajaji?
So I would go with the example of salt and water. So Rishi Uddalaka will ask his son when he explains like what is it all about. So he says you just get a bowl of water and put some salt in it. So he takes the salt and just puts it over and leave it overnight. And the next day morning they come and see and he says you find out where is the salt. So he couldn't see the salt somewhere, but then he says okay, let's do one thing, just taste the upper layer of water from the upper layer, the top layer. So he tastes it, then he says now I want you to taste the water from the middle layer, somewhere from the middle. Then he tastes it, it's salty. And he says you take it from the bottom part of the water, the bowl and then find it out, it is still salty. So that's how he says that though the salt is invisible, but it is still there in the whole, every cell of that water, even the minute, but you can't see it. It is invisible. So you are that, thing which is mixed with the complete water. There is no identity of yours now. Like how there is no identity of salt in the water. It is all water now. Where is the salt and where is the water? It's all water. But salt is still there in every part of the water. You go from the top, bottom, middle, everywhere. And that is how he explains about Tattvamasi too. And somehow I am very much connected with this salt and water example. It's beautiful.
The
Thank you.
salt has dissolved in water and it has become one with water. So what does salt represent and what does water represent here?
Salt represents the individual self, and the water represents the universal consciousness.
Okay. So now the salt in water has no taste. The individual consciousness merges universal consciousness. Does the taste of water change?
Yeah, I think we get the tinge of that universal consciousness tinge. No,
Very good. Wonderful. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you so much, Padmajaji.
Thank you.
So I think it was an amazing, a lot of, I think 5 examples or so were covered, all distinct and very well explained. So I will take up one more. So Shvetaketu raises the question that in deep sleep, when actually you merge with Sat or the Ishvara, Brahman, and when you wake up, you again function in the world as a jiva, as an individual being. So you don't recognize that you have merged with Brahman and then you come out, but you function as though you have not seen Sat at all. So then Uddalaka gives another example to explain Tattvamasi. So he takes up the example of the formation and merging of rivers. So rivers are formed from the ocean and they merge into the ocean. So when there is there's evaporation, there are rains, and then a river forms. So this is a jiva coming or emerging from Sat or Brahman. And when the river is there, it has its own individual name and form. It does not recognize the ocean. But when it merges into the ocean, there is only the ocean present. There is no name and form, and there is no question of which river did I come from. So the name and form is present only in the river. The river doesn't recognize its source or its destination, because the river is not present when the source or destination is there. So this is, and then he says that this is how jivas emerge and merge into Brahman in deep sleep, samadhi. And even though they do, it is possible that they don't recognize. But you, as the river or jiva, recognize that your nature is the water, or you come from the ocean and you go back to the ocean, and you are that Brahman, Tattvamasi, he teaches, Shvetaketu. So this is the example.
The river merging in the ocean, the example is river has a name and form until they merge with the ocean. Right?
Yes.
And then the evaporation happens. Again, rain is there. Again, rivers are formed. So what does this evaporation means? And what is the meaning of river? Again, river is formed.
So the question was asked in the context of deep sleep.
Okay.
So Shvetaketu was asking jivas go back, merge with Brahman in deep sleep, and then they come back. But why do they not recognize that I am emerging and going back to Brahman?
Yeah.
So the evaporation and formation of rivers represents the jiva or the mind in the seed state in deep sleep, again coming back as the mind and jiva when in the waking state. So
What
that is
happens to a Gnani?
Gnani. The Gnani is the ocean, right? There is no
Okay. Okay.
question of any seed there.
Okay. Very good. Wonderful. Okay. Wonderful, Sriram.
Thank you. Okay. Great. So that was a nice discussion. We will now look at one more question. So, any particular Mahavakya of your choice, if you have seen any saint or any sage who has walked the talk with respect to a Mahavakya, so any example of the life from the life of a saint or anyone who you hold as a divine being who has walked the talk of any particular Mahavakya. So, can you take any such example to explain this? That is the next question. So, I'll maybe ask randomly again. So, Anupama ji, can you?
You can start with yourself, Sriram. for a
Okay,
change.
all right. Thanks. So, for me, I personally, the only saint or any enlightened person I know who I can take inspiration from is Guruji. So I will take his example only. So in particular, when he answers questions, so at any question that is raised with respect to anything, meditation or some discussion on Upanishad or anything like that, at no point is there any wavering of conviction that Aham Brahmasmi in any answer or any discussion that happens. So sometimes I have a confusion and I ask from the perspective of a jiva or some student or a boy or anything like that. And because of that, the question is obviously faulty. But he immediately sees through that because of his conviction that Aham Brahmasmi. And that strikes at the right place because the answer comes from the right place. And there is a sudden, small aha moments here and there when he gives those answers. So that is the inspiration I take with respect to his conviction, ever standing conviction that Aham Brahmasmi. So that is what I would give as an example.
Wonderful, Sister Ram. The question was, how do you know this person is enlightened? Then walking the talk is next stop. How do you know he's enlightened? Walking the talk is next question. So you only address the walking the talk. That enlightened the being and walking the talk. There are two parts to the question, right? How do you know he's enlightened?
How do I know? It is
Because
I
in
know
his
because
presence,
of-
I get enlightened, something like that.
sorry.
So please go ahead.
Okay. No, I think I can say only based on what I feel. So I always, whenever I talk to you, there is always a deep clarity out of any discussion, and I feel a peace whenever I am near you. And I've never seen you get angry or anything like that, and always compassionate. And I don't know how I know, but I can just say that I know because of this. That's all.
Wonderful, Pilar. Thank you.
Okay, maybe I can go at random again. Anupama ji?
Yes, Gayatri, understand.
Okay, the saint I chose was Sadashiva Brahmendra. Why? Because during my childhood, I happened to be there in Karur, where the Nerur is a place where he took Mahasamadhi, one of the places where he took Mahasamadhi. And most of the Sundays, we happen to, being Malayalis, we have a craving for water. We want to jump into water. So we used to go to Kaveri river to take bath. So it is very much near to that river bed. That Samadhi place is very much near to that place. So From there, I have learned many of his stories. So I felt that he very much lived with the Mahavakya Aham Brahmasmi. So one of the incidents I can share. He was after his guru said not to argue anymore or not to talk, he stopped talking, and then he used to go into deep state of meditations often. Sometimes where there is a rock, or sometimes it happened that during one of his that state of meditation, one of the Nawab soldier or Nawab himself, he used to walk naked, no? So he got irritated and came and cut off his hand. So Sadashiva Brahmendra, he just smiled and he just started walking as if nothing has happened. So that affected that Nawab very much, and he took the hand and went behind him crying, crying and crying. And that also did not bother Sadashiva Brahmendra. He took back the hand, and like in Hollywood movies I used to watch during childhood, that mummy, he fixes his hand like this and walks just like that. Our Sadashiva Brahmendra did. So during my childhood, it was a fantastic movie like vision. So why I felt he is such a saint and enlightened being, and fully merged in Brahman, because he never had that attachment to that body. He doesn't have that body mind complex at all. He walked, he used to live anywhere. He never wore any cloth. So he just showed how it is to be in Brahman all the time. uh, that is my little bit understanding.
Wonderful, Anupama. It's very dangerous, no? Cutting the hand and joining the hand and all. There is a test of walking the dog.
I don't know, Guruji, but he had that capacity. He proved,
Yes.
no, this body is nothing.
So is magical also associated with the enlightenment?
Yes, Guruji,
Yes.
because you are working from the universal consciousness, so magic happens.
But hand is broken, you have to put a fracture, no? I mean, you have to put a bandage, no? Wonderful, Anu. Very good.
But Prabhuji, is there any truth to this anecdote, or is it a myth?
See, we can't understand what is it an anecdote or is it reality? Okay. I would say it is more of an anecdote rather than the real happening. So basically, Gnani is not the body to say, I think this anecdote is given. Is it an incident which has happened? I'm not sure.
Sure. Okay.
So cutting the hand, joining the hand and all, it looks like more of a anecdote told to explain that Gnani is not the body.
Yes.
But then it is also possible if they have learned some kind of a Tantra Vidya or something that it's like just, I don't know.
So
That can...
Gnani is not one who has dropped the Tantra Vidyas is called Gnani.
Okay.
The Tantra Vidya all applies in the domain of Maya. So Gnani has gone beyond beyond Maya. Sadashiva Brahmendra is beyond Maya. So that way, I don't know whether they say explanation given that Gnani is not the body, or it happened also. I don't know. I can't say anything about it.
Okay, thank you, Anupamaji.
Yeah, I missed the walking the talk business here in the Gnani. Sadashiva Brahmendra story you told. Walking the talk. What is it? Walking the talk.
He never he always proved that I am not this body, I am not this mind. People, when he was passing through certain villages, people used to comment, it seems, because he was walking naked, but that doesn't affect him.
In fact, he didn't talk at all. Then how is walking the talk is possible? He never talked also.
But he wrote some songs, no, Guruji? He says,
Okay. Wonderful.
Amazing story. Thank you so much. Gayatri ji? Gayatri, yes.
So this is related to Mahavakyas, right? And saints.
So, what saint do you take inspiration from who you have seen walking the talk with respect to any Mahavakya?
Okay. I think I should also go with Sri Ram. So I think in my life I have seen some Siddha Purushas like Sat Sai Baba or other people, but then walking the talk, yeah, he also has done that. But closely, I have been able to observe only Guruji, all the Mahavakyas together, and the known Mahavakyas and the not so known Mahavakyas. Everything he has been, I think he is doing the walking the talk, and I have been fortunate enough to observe that from last like 13, 14 years till now. Never seen him. I mean, I think I have misunderstood many times, but then he clarified it for me very patiently. Hence, that's all, nothing else.
Is that walking the talk? Give an example. Walking the talk business. What is the walking the talk and what is the walking not walking the talk? What is the example? What is the difference?
Not walking the talk is many people give a lot of pravachanas or they talk about Advaita or Dvaita or Bhakti or anything, but when it comes to like you yourself have given an example of a Swamiji who couldn't handle the children in the ashram and he started shouting at them. And I myself have seen many such people who talk big when it comes to implementation or when it comes to their own life. They are not able to show that in their own life circumstances. So walking the talk means whatever I teach, first I live that and then I teach. Not that I only teach, I don't live, or it's not like first let me teach, then I'll start living it. So that is what I feel.
So do you think Guruji walks the talk? How do you say that? You prove it.
In a very harsh way, I've seen that and learned that. Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. Very. Thank you.
Guruji, on a lighter note, Guruji talks while walking. There are a lot of walking QAs. Walking QAs.
Walking QAs. Yeah, that's walking the talk.
Okay, thank you, Gayatri ji. Mamta ji? Hari Om.
Hari Om. My favorite, Mata Amritanandamai, otherwise called as Ammachi, or in short, Amma by all the people. This Mahavakya, all the Mahavakyas applies to her also. But if I say Aham Brahmasmi, yes, she is that one. And whatever city, walking the talk, what's that? Walk the talk or something, is there in her. She always tells about you have to treat people with love and spread peace, do service to people, and all those things. There's a lot of love, compassion, and peace in her. And she doesn't just tell all those things and sit in some inside a room or anything. You can always find her in a public place. She was always there on stage, or she's going and helping some people in doing whatever work they're doing. Suddenly she comes over there, helps them out by her joining them and doing whatever they are doing. She is also telling them how to do it, how to do it in a present moment, not to waste even one small piece also. When vegetables are cut, she also comes over there, does cooking, does cutting. And in cutting, she also tells us not the tips and all. When we cut it in a little bit bigger size. She says that should not be wasted. And when she's always in the public stage, and she always says to that, even the last person who wants to come and meet her, she's always there. Till then, she's there in the stage. It's very difficult that one person can keep hugging some 10,000, 15,000 people per day. That itself shows that she's not a normal human being at all. She's something above that one. So that's it.
Thank you so much. Guruji, do you have any questions?
Yeah. So, I don't know, she has made it so clear. Amritanami, how does the walking talk? How do you relate it to love of Amritanami? Love and compassion. What is the meaning of walking the talk in the context of love and compassion?
Love is again sitting there for such a long time till the last person she meets. That itself shows the amount of patience and love she has for each and individual person. And even if you see the way she deals with animals, those videos are there in which those elephants come and take food from her. Though she teases those animals, the body language of the animal also will shows the animals feeling the love that Amma is showing towards her. And even small children and all, they come around her, even elders, whoever, whichever field they are, they come to her. The moment she comes and hugs them, they feel that even for but 1 second she hugs them, they feel that in that heart that something she has touched it. Though she's hugs her for just for 1 second. So that shows the love. And regarding compassion, there are many stories where some people, like when I was there doing service over the volunteering over there, and Amma came to Bangalore. At one point, there police people and all also were there along with us, volunteers and all. So at one point, there was one police cop who was very rude and was pushing people and irritating people and asking them to go back and all those things. And from that ends, though she sits over that, hugs people, one eye is there, always roaming around and looking into people. And she saw that this person was doing some nonsense over there. But she didn't scold over there or do anything. But at one point, her eyes got locked with that cop. And that very look and that compassionate look which she gave to that person was able to understand that one look of her. And he became silent, and after that, he didn't disturb anyone. That is the power of just one look of her. That's the compassion which, though he was doing, she didn't go and shout at him and ask them to throw her out or anything. She just said with the same compassion, though he was doing something wrong over there, still that with that one look over there, he just changed that person over there. That's the power of the love and the compassion which she shows through her eyes. And that is one thing which I found when I was doing volunteering work over there.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much. Kamalaji, did Yeah, Kamalaji, maybe you can.
So I also want to join Sriram and Gayatri ji. The only legend saint I personally have
You have
witnessed
to
is
switch,
only
you have to
Guruji.
switch Mamtaji.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, Kamalaji, please go ahead.
Okay. So though I have heard about many saints, stories of many saints, but I always felt whether it will be true or not. I had that question whether can there be any person who can live like that? So when I met Guruji, I really felt that it is possible because Guruji did not see anybody as a person. He always see the divinity in each and every individual. That connected me so very well, and he's so selfless. Never in my life I have experienced with such kind of an individual who is completely selfless and who doesn't discriminate, and that inspired me a lot. And because of and he teaches the same and he lives like that, and that inspired me. And even now in my daily life I feel that how Guruji will do in this kind of a situation. So that helps me to take a decision and live correctly. Actually, I can live in clarity. So
Kamalaji, the
this
question is, the saint who inspired, how can be Guruji a saint? There is no beard, there's no nothing, there's no beard. How can Guruji be a saint? What is this saint business? Guruji is Guruji, is an ordinary person. What is saint concept? How we are related to a saint here?
And I would also like to add, no, I would also like to add, so the question is which, so it's related to Mahavakya. So, which Mahavakya have you seen any saint
Guruji.
walking the talk in any Mahavakya? Yes. Please
Okay.
continue.
Because Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma, like, he is not seeing you and me as an individual. He is seeing the divinity in us. He doesn't see me as Kamala, right? He sees me as him only. So,
Amazing.
Wonderful. What is this difference? Is there a difference between saint and a Gnani? Or the saint is Gnani?
there is a different name given, no, Guruji. There is no
Okay.
difference.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much, Kamalaji. Amazing answer. Padmajaji?
For me, I will go with that, Swami Vivekananda as an example. I feel that he had lived a short life. I think that he lived for about 39 years, but he had, a lot of conviction. His birthday, Jan 12th, I think, is celebrated as a National Youth Day. So he, at a young age, he was the one who never believed in God. So when he asked Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, where is God? Ramakrishna Paramahamsa said, I see you as a God is sitting in front of me, you know. But then with all these things, he has seen, the Tattvamasi, you are that. Until unless he has seen, he would not have that kind of, that courage, passion to lead the youth over there. And his he has traveled to this Parliament of Religions in Chicago in 1893. There was no money for him. He has traveled through ship and he has faced a lot of hardships. And unfortunately, over there, the date was extended. And staying in US at those days was very, very, costly affair. With no medicines, he really had a lot of challenges, but still he could he made it to that, and did it. So I feel he was one such example for him with courage, compassion, all that.
Wonderful, Padmaja. So, how is this walking the talk related? How is walking the talk? Because of his conviction, he's able to live that. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Wonderful.
Thank you so much. Okay, great discussion on this question. So now there's going to be some wildcard questions. Okay, so each person will be given some situations which have not been disclosed earlier. So it's a on the spot question being asked. So in a given situation, the question is going to be how will you react, respond, or what will your next steps be? So maybe we can start with anyone wants to volunteer, or should I?
Gayatri ji.
You are volunteering, Gayatri ji, is it? Okay. Fine. Gayatri ji, do you want to? Yeah, let us start with you.
She's volunteering for me. Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah, what is the question?
Yes, okay. So, the question is at different places, so at home or at the workplace or wherever you are interacting with, so you are getting negative feedback. So, you are getting feedback that you have become strict and critical and about others and their attitude. So they say you're attending satsang, you are listening to Guruji's teachings. So how is your behavior like this? They ask. So what is your thoughts on this? How do you justify it, or how do you not justify it? What is your reflection on this? So that is the question.
So you're saying in real time situations, how do you apply the Mahavakyas?
No. So the question is about the people who are criticizing you. So they are saying that you have become very strict and very critical, and in wherever at home or where you're working or anywhere. So you're getting negative feedback, and they're tying it to satsang. They're saying, "What are you learning from satsang?" They're asking you. So do you justify? How do you justify your actions, or how do you reflect on this? What are your thoughts, and what is your action you're going to take after this? That is the question.
Yeah, apply based on Vedanta, Vedantic teachings, not just Mahavakya.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Based on Mahavakyas and Vedanta teaching, of course. So that is the basis.
So yeah. So if there is a negative feedback and criticism, and they put this crown on my head, like you are in satsang from so many years, still you're like this. So earlier, yes, I used to, get hurt, but now it's like the teaching that Guruji has given is there is no other to be blamed. The world is a mirror of your own, it's just reflecting your vasanas and impressions. The world is a mirror. Hence, now the thought process has changed based on that. Like, how can I correct myself, and how can I change the way I talk with people or deal with people? Because this is when it comes to Vyavaharika, the fundamental principle in Vyavaharika is uh, they are just the people on the other side are just reflecting my own thought processes, or my own belief systems, or my own vasanas. Hence whatever is coming from them is like a teaching for me, and something to look inside and reflect upon. Maybe I have to stay away, or maybe I have to correct my whatever is appropriate. So that is what I have learned. Yeah.
So the question, Gayatri, is after learning also, are you reacting? So where is the gap?
After learning, the there is this concept of fire, so it doesn't, you can't put off the fire in one night or 1 second. The thing is, checking the fire is also the part of learning. So how was it earlier and how was it now? And there is a lot of, the degree of awareness has increased about the reactions, and I think that is what is the whole learning package.
There are two types of fires. Fire inside you and fire which is your fire affecting others. Which fire are you speaking of?
Both.
Both.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
So I think once I start working on my fire, obviously the outer gets corrected when the inner gets corrected. Yeah.
It's the other way.
No, I think first inner has to be corrected and then outer automatically gets corrected.
Very good. Wonderful.
Thank you so much. Very nice.
Very tough questions. It's like you are putting in hot seat, no? Aapke aadhar. This is aapke aadhar or what?
That is the idea actually. Application based exam. Now I'll also get fried by Purnimaji, hopefully. So, anyone else volunteering, or I'll? Okay, let me just call out Padmajaji.
Yes, Shreya, please.
Hariom. So right now there is satsang activities that you are participating in, right? So you are engaging in Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa, and of course JJ, AVSC, all these activities. Now, but let us say you have something you have worked your whole life for. So maybe some job, or maybe some new house, or whatever that your life's dream is, and you have got that opportunity. So you have got your new job, or you have got the new house, or anything like that, and your circumstances have changed. So you are investing more and more time in the new commitment. So how do you, and because of that, you are not able to give time to satsang. It is not possible. So do you compromise on something? How do you deal with this? Do you give up that opportunity? What is your future steps? What path will you choose?
Okay. I think I give you an example. Yesterday, I had to attend a satsang in our locality in Vidyaranyapura, that I stay in Bangalore North. So this satsang was from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, and I got a call just a day before saying that, are you coming for this satsang? I had already planned to go to attend this satsang for a quite long time, like 2-3 weeks back. I've decided I'll go. But then, my elder brother-in-law, my husband's elder brother, he met with an accident and he was in St. John's Hospital. Now there was a priority there, satsang was there. I know I have to do Shravana, Marana, Nididhyasa, but more than Shravana, Nididhyasa, there was a role and responsibility be given to go and visit that person in the hospital. So I had to choose this. Doesn't mean that I have kept it aside. All it means is it's all there, So all this satsang, whatever is there, it is all telling again one thing. You do whatever role you have to play. So I played that. That's it.
Very, very nice example for this question. So I hope he's all right now.
Yeah. He's got recovering. So.
Yeah, Guruji, do you have any?
Yeah, wonderful, Padmaja. Your answer is very appropriate. Basically, ultimately, inner reality and outer reality are one reality. There's no split between between spiritual and material reality. It's only one reality. What we call as spiritual reality and material reality, they are one. It's called divine reality. And the whole test of the whole thing is our mind calm and peaceful. That's all is the test. Finally, it's not our actions. Am I calm? Am I peaceful? Am I not disturbed in any of these? That's the test, real test.
Perfect.
Thank you.
With Padmaja's permission, I would like to add that Padmaja is so consistent and so committed to satsang that she has attended classes from hospitals, and while traveling. And recently I got to know, I don't know if she would like me to state that, but one evening a JJ session was there, and that morning she had lost her father. So her commitment is absolutely amazing. So for her, there is no conflict.
Wonderful, Prabhuji. So that's how life basically, ultimately, I mean, spiritual life or not, it's not by what we do or what we don't do. Am I equanimous? Am I calm inside? Am I peaceful inside? And am I loving and compassionate? That is the difference.
Absolutely, Prabhuji.
Okay, it's actions. People can say in actions in very various ways, but reality is equanimity, love and compassion, and actions, right actions. This is what is spirituality. Wonderful, Prabhuji.
True. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Padmanaji, for sharing that. Anupama ji. So the question for you is, Guruji has taught many meditations, many practices, right? But I'm sure there have been times where you're doing meditation but you're feeling agitated, there are many thoughts. I don't know, I have experienced it, so I'm making that a question. So I'll ask, now you are not feeling peaceful while meditating, but you see others saying, I got this experience, I'm seeing that light, I'm feeling peaceful, and you are getting, but I'm always agitated. Meditation doesn't work for me. So, or whatever, anything else. Listening to teaching, I'm not getting peace. So, in such a situation, what is your approach? How do you deal with this? Do you give up spirituality and go somewhere else, or what do you do?
First of all, so far in my observation, I am not a person who is carried away by others' experience. I don't compare myself with anybody. So I'm not bothered about what others are experiencing. And yes, every day morning 5 o'clock I sit for meditation. But by now we understand, right? Meditation has to happen. I cannot force, I want to sleep now, I cannot make it happen. Sleep will come just like that. Meditation happens. Maybe if that particular time I am not able to meditate, I just leave it. And by afternoon, I will sit for again. Maybe that time I can, enjoy that space. So I don't give up. I just change the time and try again. That's all.
Wonderful. Who is the type who tries?
The entity attached to this name and form.
The question was for whom? When Shriram asked the question, whom did he
The
ask the
question
question?
Sriram asked for the name and form called Anupama.
Name and form can meditate.
Name and form actually tries to do all the circus, Guruji.
Meditation means name and form become silent. So name and form cannot meditate. And meditate is not name and form. Then what is your answer? What answer you are giving? Who is giving the answer?
You are making me giving the answer, Guruji.
Meditation is your nature. Meditation is not what you do. Meditation is what you are. Sriram's question is a very tricky question.
So Guruji's
So much of
strategy is always
Vijasana has
to
to happen for this statement, Guruji.
What is that?
Sorry?
Lot of what?
So much of contemplation has to happen for this new Vakya, Guruji.
Okay, wonderful. Yes, Sriram, you are trying to answer something? Say something?
I was just saying that Guruji's strategy is to make the questioner disappear. Thank you, Anupamaji.
Thank you, Arun.
You brought out a new Vakya from Guruji today. Okay. Mamta ji, Guruji, you're on mute.
We say, I meditate. As if meditation is an action. I meditate is false. I don't meditate also is false. Okay? Just I am is reality. That's called meditation.
Yes, understood. Okay. Mamta ji, so the question for you is, so Guruji has given the teaching Tattvamasi. So he has said you are Brahman. There is nothing else. So that is the final teaching. But let us say there is someone who is coming and he is irritating you. So continuously is troubling you, and the worst part is you are getting troubled also. So you are feeling agitated because of what he is saying or doing. So when you are getting agitated, what do you do? So do you say, okay, I am Brahman, or what do you do in that situation? Because the problem is, when I get agitated, I get more agitated by the fact that I am getting agitated. Because I am supposed to be Brahman, I am supposed to be peaceful. So this is not happening. That is the dilemma here. So in such a situation, what is the Jnana you apply, or what is the thought process?
First thing, I don't get that very agitated at all. If someone comes and goes on doing this, then I just leave them and I go. My silence itself will kill them. Only if I interact with them and again show some reaction over there, then they will also get more excited over there and they come to me again over there. But generally, I don't get that much of agitation or need to go and fight out and prove to them that I am Brahman or something like that, anything of that. If they want anything spiritual thing or anything, then I send them to Guruji. You go and talk with them and get the answer for them. I cannot do anything for you. That's all I do it. But generally, I don't get that very agitated and if they do also, I just look at them and just be in sense. I don't answer them and all again.
So
I
that
don't
is
think
it's more of a hypothetical question. So I'm not saying you are an agitated person. I'm just saying
for that answer, that's the
case,
thing. That question which you asked, will you get agitated and all, for that I am giving you answer. I don't get agitated that much.
no, let us say you get agitated. So in a hypothetical situation, at some point with some person you might have gotten angry or uncomfortable or something like that.
You can ask the
Like
question to
you are
me.
asking me the question that even though I am not agitated, you want to make me agitated over that one questioning all
You
that.
can
So what
ask
you will
me
do
the question.
over
I am
here?
the one who is irritating all time.
Pardon?
No, I'm saying if somebody irritates, how will you react? The one who is irritating is the Guruji only, all the time. Who else is there?
No, that's why I see to it that he has so many students around him, so attention will not go to me. Attention will always go there. So he's not there for me to agitate. So especially again, one Gayatri is enough for me. She's always there. She will always come here. She will sit over there. She will have some questions. He will answer. So that thing will keep on going. So his attention will not go towards me.
Okay.
Answer that question yourself. That is your
Sorry?
question for you. The question you asked Mamta ji, can you give the answer, your perspective?
Myself.
Yep.
It's a tough question actually.
Exactly. That's why I'm asking.
No, these are some questions I have. That's why I brought them up here thinking that someone can answer it.
You answer it.
Okay. So honestly, in that moment, I don't think I can do anything. So when the agitation has come up, it is like there is a flow of energy already, so that has to just flow out. So I have that moment, I don't know if I can do anything apart from just maybe observing that the anger has come up or something else has come up. So afterwards I can sit and meditate and try to reduce for future occurrences. But in that moment, I don't think there's anything I can do. But yes, I hope Guruji can give a better answer.
First of all, Guruji will get agitated also. I would ask, no, Guruji get irritated or not? How does Guruji handle irritation? You have to ask, no. What's your opinion? Does Guruji get irritated? The best person to ask is Mamtaji or Gayatri ji. They have to tell whether Guruji gets irritated or what does Guruji do in that situation. So you can ask Gayatri ji.
I think there is no such occasion.
Okay, even hypothetically, if I consider that I get agitated and I have Guruji at home, throw it everything on him. He will take it.
That is a cheat code.
Cycle will not go forward.
I don't get irritated. I don't get agitated. I may appear like I'm talking, shouting, but I don't get agitated at all internally. There's no agitation rising at all.
So what is the answer for this question?
You have to give the answer.
I gave the answer. I want to know if there is any better answer.
The better answer is as long as in your current state, that is the answer. That is the possible answer. Observe. Right? When agitation rises, you are becoming unconscious. That's why agitation rises. Only you can become conscious of the agitation after it went away, after it has come down. You cannot even observe agitation because it's already rising. So you become one with the agitation. That's why you are got involved with the agitation. That's why agitation is coming. So overnight it will not disappear. As you become more and more aware, the agitation doesn't arise at all. There's no question of agitation coming at all. So this is what I call as fire. Fire will not go one time. It is slow. The fire is frequency, intensity, recovery rate. It will not go overnight. Suddenly it will not disappear unless you are a very mature seeker. So what happens over a period of time? Days will become hours, hours will become minutes, minutes will become seconds, and finally it will settle down to no agitation. Jnana.
Okay, thank you so much. All right. I think Kamalaji is left, right?
Yes, Sriram.
Yes, Kamalaji. So, Hari Om.
Yeah.
So, for you, it's a little unique dilemma. So, let us say that there is someone that you care about, maybe a son or a close friend or someone who is making a very bad decision. You know it's a bad decision, but they want to do it. So maybe something like they are in a very good job, a good position, and they want to give it all away and do something entirely different, like leave a software job which is very high paying and just start a singing career or start a business. So some bad decision which you think is not good for them, and you care about them a lot, so you don't want them to make that. So how do you deal with this dilemma? Let's say it's your son, so it's very close to you. How do you apply Mahavakyas or any teaching and solve this situation?
So I don't know whether I will be the right. So it depends upon the um, background work they do before taking that decision. I would like to understand what it is, why they are taking that decision, and are they really capable of doing it? And if I was able to find the error in making such decision, I will try to convince them and make them understand. See, this is what you are doing, and this is where you are making an error. And because of this, these are all the consequences you may have to face. Okay. That's how I can convince. I don't know what kind of Mahavakya I can apply here. So if they are not listening, see, there is a limit we can actually help somebody to, otherwise they will have to go through it, understand, and then only they will realize themselves. But when they are suffering, I can go and help them, guide them. But I cannot take a decision on behalf of them, or I cannot persuade them, right?
Right. Okay.
Very point blank question. How do you handle your boss?
Guruji, that's I have learned it now, no.
What apply when you apply handle your boss? That's the question Sriram is asking.
Oh. So handling boss nowadays is very easy now. Even if see whatever comments he is making, whatever I mean, if even if he yells at me, I'm not feeling so bad. I may feel a little hurt for some time, but that's all. I come out of it, and he himself is forgetting nowadays, and we are like that in such a way that there is no such thing happened only.
No Mahavakya is required. Very good. Wonderful.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Kamalaji. Hari Om. So, I think those are all the questions, right? Purnimaji, or is there anything else you want to?
No. I think we can wind it up. It was a very good session.
Yes.
Any
Okay.
comments from Vasuji and Vaniji, and we can wind up.
Oh, they are.
I think Sriram is spared the frying. Huh? I
Sorry?
thought Purnimaji was supposed to ask you a question, Sriram.
No, we asked him. He said
How
no.
will he answer?
He answered
Other-
also.
Oh, that was the question. I thought you have another question.
Redirected to him the same question.
I think it was an amazing session, and everybody has done a great job, and it was really joyful to watch the interaction between Prabhuji and all the JJs, and how well Sriram designed the session and handled everything.
I didn't design everything. I just want to interrupt there. I didn't design anything. It's all Purnimaji's and Satyadeji's plan.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
just asking the questions and just calling out names. That's all. So all
But
Purnimaji's plan.
what was amazing for me at least was that Jnana Jyoti started as a public speaking training course, but I'm seeing that through Prabhuji's grace, so much transformation is happening inside every JJ.
Very true.
So that can happen only through Prabhuji's grace. So that was very moving for me. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Wonderful, Vaniji, wonderful Purnimaji, wonderful for all the people, Jnana Jyotis, who have got involved in this. Is this your last session for this Jnana Bindu? Or is there some more
I
sessions?
think there is one more for this
One
group, right,
more.
Purnima?
There's one more, which is it is supposed to be recorded, but we will see how to go about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
Kannada
wonderful.
ಇದೆ.
Wonderful. I'm very happy the way it has progressed, and very happy all of you have made it happen. Basically, Atmajnana is constant contemplation, Shravana, Manna, Nididhyasa. So that is to go deeper inside us. I'm very happy that all of you are in that process. May Sadhguru bless you all.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So patiently for 2 hours we have sat. So nice.
Absolutely.
But the session was so interesting. We didn't feel that time,
No, it was very interesting, very very unique answers from each of you.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Very good.
So Purnima has a Krishna nearby.
Yes.
So is it for protection, or is it for guidance, or is it support, or is it, what is this Krishna strength?
Everything, all that you can say. Just to remind ourselves of the Mahavakya. I am Tattvamasi. Okay.
Okay, wonderful. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Let us close with prayer.
Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityormamamritangamaya Om Shanti 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 Nano Nanembudu Nanalla Ideha Manabuddhi Nanalla Satchidanandatma Shivananu Nane Shivoham 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 Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om